sure if the audio is a bit intense here. Let me just... Okay. There's about a billion ways to set up my audio, so... yeah. That's nice. Sure, this is okay, right? Surely. Hello? My tracking's not doing well. Okay. So a special program. And honestly, the only reason I'm streaming this is because it's a big one. Like, it's Sanjo expansion. So like, it's a whole new region, except like, it's not a whole patch. So like, it's like half a patch, but basically, it's as big as Penconi, really. Hello? Tracking. Tracking's not doing well. Hello? Give me a sec. My tracking is not working. Hello? Let me recalibrate my king.
Long story short, work pressure is really starting to wear me down.
Never mind.
You got any medicinal recommendations, Mr. Jocho?
I have just the thing, Mr. Albert. Take 2 mace of heavenward pepper, 3 tails of 7-star chili, and half a caddy of millet pepper.
What?
Remove the seeds
These all
and
look the
grind together
same.
with a splash of prickly ash cooking wine. Apply the mixture evenly and rinse after 20 minutes. Finally, apply a layer of starch, which will induce a detoxifying sweat.
Okay.
Good for the mind and the soul.
So he really is a healer. Except Bro's nihility.
Dr. Jocho, Albert's not the only one exhausted around here. I should detoxify too.
Ooh, I
Well,
like Yunli's
Miss
voice.
Yunli, start out by blanching some ingredients in a premium broth, but make sure it utilizes plenty of premium dry.
Okay, my tracking is not doing me justice
I
today.
see digestion issues on the horizon. Some coriander should help with that.
Stay your hand. Return that evil herb at once. Unthinkable.
As a Chinese person, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories.
Uh,
You know? Here you
they have
are.
both. Is that
Everyone
purple
this
boba?
way.
Oh my god.
The Xianzhou La Fu will be holding the Luminary Combat Art Ceremony. Your presence would be
No
greatly
wonder.
appreciated.
Why are there Boris in here? Right on time. Hello there. Hey, old metal. Which one do you want to strike? Oh, all of them? Rock shattering.
Ooh, okay, she is really cool.
Master Yunli, look at how hard I've been training.
Why is my tracking like this? I swear, my mouth is moving. I am talking.
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Huh. What's he doing in a
Wherever
prison?
crowds gather, there is always an undercurrent beneath the surface.
Okay, so this is the new region.
Since you're
The
already
prison.
here, why not have a meal before you leave?
His animations look cool, but like still his model.
First meal after regaining my freedom is the flesh and blood of my fellow kindred.
My condolences.
See? See?
Memories of chasing
Oh damn. Okay, this looks really, really cool.
If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge.
Oh, face Yao. Wait, that's an axe. That's an axe. Oh. Wow. Okay, first code. First code. Let me just dump that. Let me just copy that down. I find that the easiest way to get the code is just to take a screenshot and then like on photos, just copy it. And then you can just delete the photo. But like really you do not want to like just like copy it letter by number, you know. It is so annoying.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Xianzhou Juming delegate, present.
Xianzhou Yaoqing delegate, present.
Xianzhou Law Food Delegate present.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And good evening.
And to all our viewers far and wide.
I know that Yin Li is a kid, but like why does she her voice is very like, is it high pitch? Is high pitch the right word?
Your Avian buddy Albert's here to guide you through.
Hi everyone, I'm Yin Li, a sword master from the Juming.
And I'm Jiao Chou. I may have the appearance of a chef, but I'm actually a healer.
Greetings, everyone. It's been a while. I trust you're well.
A pleasure to have you three in the studio. Now, the Penacony vacation has drawn to a close. And the
That was
Korean
not a
Express
vacation
is
at
now
all.
for up a million
None of that was
visitors.
vacating.
The Xianzhou Lao Fu.
I think
Which
that's
is
the
precisely
wrong
why
word,
this
isn't it? I don't
program
actually know what the word
invites
vacating
Xianzhou
means.
friends, old and new,
Okay.
to welcome trailblazers back to an old stomping ground. Speaking of which, General Genuine, isn't this your first time on the special program?
Is this
Is
first?
indeed, Mr. Albert.
I
and
don't remember 1.2
deeply
or
honored.
anything, but like,
Had
or
I known
1.
of your program's culinary delights, I would.
Oh, because
never have
he was in
delayed.
1.0 and like he didn't get a special program for
Bon
his
appetit,
release.
General. I hate
But he never appeared before.
our catering costs for this episode.
Okay, that is.
Spicy. If you'd like to leave a tip, we'd be extremely.
Wait a minute. What's this hot pot got to do with you anyway? Didn't the pink-haired fox prepare it?
Well, I'm a hot pot enthusiast, after all. Where I go, the spice follows. Your illustrious presence is payment enough, dear friends. Dinner's on me.
What a gentleman!
I think the hot pot thing is like,
Your
I remember it's like a
delicious
Sichuan
morality
thing.
will not be forgotten,
Sichuan?
good sir.
My sister did a project.
Let's
On
cut
it.
to the chase already. Why
Is
are
it?
we here anyway?
Yeah,
It's like this.
it's known to be
I
spicy
assume
because like
you received
all their
the
food there is
invitation
spicy,
from
so
the Seat of Divine
I think it's
Foresight,
that. I'm not
welcoming you
entirely
to the
sure. I can search it
luminary
up.
war dance.
Yep, it's a martial arts ceremony. Competitors battle it out in a flash of swords, all for the title of Sword Champion.
As a matter of fact, the War Dance is a festival commemorating the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knight's triumphant resistance against the abominations of abundance. As you know, the Law Fu's ambrosial arbor crisis was only recently resolved. Now is the time to regroup and raise our spirits, which is
Forgot
why
what it's
we
called,
have chosen
whatever.
this moment to convene the War Dance. It is also for this reason that the title of Sword Champion will not be decided in this ceremony.
It won't? I fear Master Yenqing will be bitterly disappointed.
Fear not, Mr. Jiao Chou. This war dance isn't only a morale boost. It's also an invitation to allies and friends, a display of peace, and an important duty for the Cloud Knights. That's why Yenqing has taken it upon himself to accompany the Trailblazers for the duration.
Exactly right. In the version 2.4 Trailblaze Continuance mission, finest duel under the pristine Blue One, Trailblazers will witness Yenqing's
Part 1, so I was like,
assiduous
next patch gonna be part
and
2.
his new identity.
I get it. One person, not enough. You need our help, right?
Such a distinguished occasion surely merits the attendance of other esteemed guests.
Of course, this Jianzhou Yaoqing delegation will be led by none other than the Merlin's Claw, General Fei Xiao. At her side will be two senior advisors, Jiao Chou, the Jiao Chou, as well as Moza.
And as for the Xianzhou Juming, me and Grandpa, General Huaiyan, the famous
Huaiyan.
Flaming Heart, will
I don't
be
think I've heard of him.
representatives.
Be they
Wait, is
friends
he the
from
hat
near
guy?
or far,
He's the hat
we
guy,
will
isn't he?
welcome them with
Oh my
open
God.
arms. This promises to be
What's his
quite
name again?
rewarding.
Huang Yin?
I don't want to
I don't
lower
rem-
your
I don't
spirits,
remember already.
but I
But,
heard
like,
that
it's
the
the old guy, isn't it?
Trailblazers' arrival doesn't always
Wait,
coincide
I have to
with
check.
happy. I mean, wasn't everyone fighting in the trailer?
3 Arbiter Generals in the same place at the same time.
Sorry.
Not a good sign.
That's not all. Rumors are
My
circulating
friend
through
is
the
saying
alliance that General
that Xiao Chou's
Jinwen's
name in
conduct
Chinese
during the
sounds
Virgil
like
Arbor crisis
smelly
may
feet.
have violated certain laws of the
Okay,
land.
that is ridiculous, but
really be?
honestly,
Oh boy, I knew
they have Chinese names or something.
Generals will
They
arrive
are
on the
something.
Luofu with the
Especially like when
assignments,
Hoyover speaks them up.
details, then ready
Like
yourself
they're,
for
for the
the
record, these are like
upcoming Trailblaze
not
continued story.
normal
Let us refrain
Chinese
from
names.
needless
Okay, they're
anxiety.
not.
The Luofu will ensure a spectacular war dance.
Right, geez, let's lighten the mood. I want to talk about my legendary new Swordmaster apprentice. She's been getting a lot of attention. She gets her own intro, right?
March 7th? Of course! With the war dance right around the corner, March couldn't help herself. She set out on her own martial arts journey. Stay tuned. We've got more intel on that coming up on the program. Which reminds me, the war dance ceremony is set to span versions 2.4 and 2.5. The Ambrosia Arbor crisis might be in the past.
Oh yeah,
but the
okay, I just searched it up. Hua Yan is the hat guy, the old hat guy. We were right, he is old.
This separation has been difficult. We've missed the Trailblazers dearly. Here's hoping the Xianzhou Luofu can bring everyone new and exciting
My tracking is
experiences.
weird. I swear I'm moving
Broth
like
is ready. Shall we add
normal.
any extra seasonings?
Add 'em all! We gotta make the most
I
of the
don't think
occasion.
Albert can take the
Instead of every day, we get
spiciness.
to catch up with the
They're going
Xianzhou
for a very
Vow.
spicy
Speaking of vows,
meal right there.
Version 2.4 will be introducing a brand new map, the Shackling Prison.
Okay.
These pals of yours, they're all in prison?
Not all of them, not in the traditional sense. The Shackling Prison is under the Ten Lords Commission Administration. It's where Shui Yi and Hanya work.
The Shackling Prison is where we detain criminals. It's cold, and forbidding entrance is located below the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape.
Huh?
Below? Okay.
Does look creepy.
But didn't
An
Dan Heng just
individual
like
must
split
first
the
stand
sea?
trial before being escorted to their
Okay.
cell. For those guilty of particularly heinous crimes, we reserve special cells of biting cold or searing heat. The interrogations of Blade and Locha were conducted in just such a place.
Oh.
Doesn't sound like an easy
Question:
place
Did they
to
already
spring a
have like the
prison
set
break.
for this
You can
for
say that
this
again.
map like
The Ten
already
Lords
there when
Commission
we were
keeps
doing
a
the
watch
cutscenes?
alive, and the
Really
roofs of the cells
curious.
are tangled webs filled
Also,
with
like, I want to
carefully
see
designed
Daniel come
mechanisms.
back. Like,
Those
clearly
who
her
can
storyline
access
with
must
Lotcha
first
isn't over yet.
overcome innumerable
I mean, and
tests
she's
of
gonna be
fortitude.
back. Who am I
It would
kidding? She
appear
has
the
to.
Shackling Prison is the haunt of wolf-like monsters. Borison?
So new
That's
enemies.
right.
Okay,
The
cool, cool,
Borison
cool.
are ruthless beyond measure, infamous for their inborn moon rage. Upon entering battle, the Borison share stacks of bloodlust. When bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, they enter the moon rage state and become enhanced. Ooh, watch your step, Trailblazers.
What happened to catching up with pals?
I'm sure Shui Yi and Hanya would love you to go and express your sympathies. Anyway, with the new map out of the way, it's time we talked about our new friends from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing. Starting with the gifted young girl, Yoon Lee.
Why is she like constantly on Star Eyes? Oh, I love this idol. It's so cool. This would be so me, if I could lift a sword that was like even half my size. I can't, by the way. I cannot. I could do it if it was like all like styrofoam. But I think like even EVA foam would be kind of heavy. I'm just thinking about the air resistance. Like Jesus Christ. I'm more
from
of a
the
physics girl,
Xianzhou
aren't I?
Juming, a ship
I'm more of a physics
known
girl.
for its
Yeah.
unrivaled craftsmanship. As the records show, some 60 or 70% of all the Xianzhou's armory comes from the artisans of the Juming. Ever since I was little, I've studied sword mastery and weapons forging with my grandpa. I mean, the Flaming Heart, Quiet. Grandpa's always been nice to me. He loves me, you know?
Miss Yunli is a talented young lady fascinated with swords. She sees renowned swords as treasures. Some say she can even communicate with them directly. To her, swords are more honest than people. She lives by the phrase, swords make acquaintances, fighting makes friends.
Oh? It so happens that on the Law Fu there is an able young man with a similar love of the sword. I have a feeling you two might get along.
You mean Yenqing? He doesn't know the first thing about swords. He collects them like they're going out of fashion, then never uses them. I can hear
Doesn't
those
he
blades
use, like,
crying
6?
from here.
When he fights.
Seems like you guys
I
don't
would know.
share
I
everything.
my friend is Yanting
And not to
me.
mention, see the giant sword I use? Forged him myself. He might not be complete, but he's already stronger than anything out there.
Weapons of this caliber
That
usually
just
get
looked
their
like the
own
rain
name.
slasher, really. You know,
What
just
do
a
you call it?
giant
Not
rectangle.
bad, Feathers. Finally, someone who understands swords. I gave him a unique name for the ages. Old Metal.
It has
Who
a
the hell
ring
names
about
their
it.
like
I like it too.
their giant
Me and Old Metal
taller
have a
than you
deep
sword
connection.
like old
Every
metal?
time I get into a scrap, I ask Old Metal, which one do you want to strike? Old Metal usually says something like, let's start here and end there. To which I reply, oh, all of them? All right.
Old Metal's adorable manner belies his formidable stature.
Yunli might be young, but she's confident and unafraid to speak her mind. It's time we took a look at her skills on the battlefield.
As a physical type character following the path of destruction, gentle persuasion isn't really my style. When using my skill, I restore my own HP while dealing physical damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
What really
So
sets
splash
Yunli
damage
apart in
while
combat
healing
is the
herself?
way she counters the enemy. When attacked, she immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing damage to the target and adjacent enemies.
Does it count as
Bears a
follow-up
grudge
attack?
and knows friend from foe. She doesn't mess around.
You gotta use the enemy's strength against them. After using my ultimate, I acquire the parry state, which allows me to sustain lower damage and taunt all enemies. In addition, my ordinary counter is upgraded to powerful counter, which deals higher damage.
You seem well versed in the art of the counter. One assumes that surprise attacks during exploration aren't a
You'd
concern
think
for you.
a girl with
Nope.
sword this
When
big
using my
would be on the
technique, I
offense,
obtain a special
not the
effect for a
defense.
set duration.
But okay.
If an enemy launches an attack during that duration, the attack is blocked. And upon entering battle, I launch a powerful counter on a random enemy.
Imagine you've hardly regained your footing when a girl with a giant blade comes running straight for you. Which reminds me, in version 2.4, Trailblazers will experience the Swords to Plowshares companion mission. Granddad and granddaughter arrive on the Law Fu from the Zhuming, bringing with them a prize much sought after among the war dance competitors. Wait, you brought something else too? Let's see. Let's save that for another time, shall we?
Now remember, Albert, the prize is for the war dance champion, not the host.
So, if Yun Li is also set to compete, and were she to prevail, then wouldn't the prize return home with her to the Zhu Ming?
Not so fast now. La Fu has something to say about that. The Zhu Ming may have brought the prize, but they ain't leaving with it.
Watch us.
Easy now. External heat needs inner cooling, as they say.
So what is this guy
Sound like
eating
another
ice cubes
difficult
to
challenge for young King.
counter the fire he's
You guys
putting out?
sound so...
Okay, he sure is burning people.
Let's move on to another new character.
I don't know. I
shall
feel like
we?
this guy's probably DOT,
Hailey Liao
given
Jin,
his
and
stuff.
soon be making his appearance. It's
Probably like a
military
DOT
healer,
specific
Zhao Zhao.
healer, I'm guessing. He's always thinking about food, isn't he?
The
That
Yao
ult
Qing's
is cool.
illustrious healer. I've heard much about you.
You're too kind, General. My visit to the Lawfu is only in aid of keeping a promise.
You owe someone a tasty meal?
Well, taste is secondary to nutrition, Miss Yunli.
I'm curious, Mr. Jiao Cho. Under what
But
circumstances
he's always thinking
would
about
you
food.
usually open your eyes? Forgive me.
I mean, I guess everyone does consider nutrients,
Your
but like,
beef is overcooked.
okay, okay.
Well, seems like culinary emergencies are pretty eye-opening. But I digress. Mr. Jiao Cho, why don't you introduce yourself a little more?
Well, I am employed as a military healer to the Yaoqing's General Fei Xiao. You could consider me one of her retainers. I'm accompanying the general to the Xianzhou Lawfu for this war dance ceremony.
Huh, so what's with all the broths and ingredients then?
Well, you see, Miss
Do you
Yunli,
think,
I believe in culinary medicine.
Patch
The
2 is gonna
notion
end
that
on
we
like
are
2.6
what
or
we eat.
2.8.
The arts of cooking
Because
and
like, you know, they
healing
could
are
go
one
straight
and
into
the same,
3.0 right
which
after
is why I
2.6,
spend
or they
so
could
much
pull.
time
Okay, they could do
delving into
something
the
like Genshin.
spicy
Genshin
miracles of medicinal
Genshin
cuisine.
ended at
A meal
1.6
is
and
not
went
simply
straight
a
into
merry
2.0,
occasion,
right? I
but
remember,
an
yeah, that.
opportunity for food
So
to
they could
work
pull that
quiet
again, or like
wonders
they could
for our
stick to the
biological system.
6-patch, like
Isn't that
six
beautiful?
patch, like
My ball is dividing the
region.
pot into 9
How-
sections. and
how do
you're
I-
gonna eat from all of them.
the big
I'm a
patches.
self-confessed chow
6
hound, Miss Yunli.
sub patches in
I
one big
eat,
patch. They could do that.
and then
I mean, I
leave.
feel like they could do
You ain't
both, but
going
also I don't
anywhere
know
yet,
like how long they're gonna drag
Doug, 'cause
Xianzhou
he's
on
a
for.
sub. Let's talk some more about
Also, like, they don't have that many characters to release,
Before
and I
you
hope
came
they
under
start
General
releasing like
Fischel's
less
command,
characters, because like the
well
meta
known
is
in the
not doing
Xianzhou
us
Yaoqing's
favors
Alchemy
here.
Commission.
Yeah,
You went on to cut your teeth as a military healer with the Cloud Knights on campaign.
I think
for
Genshin's
us.
pace is okay.
I heard
Like,
you
despite the fact
decided
that they're
to retire.
occasionally
Only
releasing
returning
like
to
really,
service at the personal request
um,
of the Cauldron Master.
how to put this, literally useless characters.
Some people prefer work to leisure, I suppose.
Well, I am fortunate enough to be respected for my craft. Some even go so far as to deem me a miracle cure.
As General
What, has he, like,
Fischel's
resurrected
strategist,
people?
Jiao Cho applies his taste for spice to battlefield tactics. Combat is a bubbling broth, with each side occupying one half of Yunyang Hot Pot.
Indeed. Battles are marked by myriad changes, constantly evolving in a dance of yin and yang.
Well said, General.
They
Isn't
say
like
foxes are
Jiao
cutting
Cho's
creatures.
one of his
Isn't
skills
Mr.
literally
Jiao
just a
Cho?
yin and yang.
No exception.
Except
I
it's
think
like
time to
red
take a look
because
at what our
you know.
delicious doctors can
You
do
gotta
on
cook.
the battlefield.
We've
Well,
gotta
about
cook the spicy.
time. I am a fire type character on the path of nihility. When using my technique during exploration, I create a special dimension. After entering battle with an enemy within the dimension, I inflict them with fire damage. And there's a possibility of following up with a stack of ashen roast debuff.
We're cooking the enemy alive?
I love
Ashen
that.
Roast turns up the heat by causing enemies to sustain greater damage. Any attack that Jiao Cho lands on an enemy has a chance of inflicting Ashen Roast.
Indeed. Case in point, if I were to use my skill to deal blast damage, there would be a chance of simultaneously inflicting a stack of ashen roast on the target.
Did you just throw spices into the battlefield?
Sharp eyes, General. After launching my ultimate, the battlefield becomes an enormous yuan-yang hot pot. The enemies are trapped in a searing broth, which inflicts damage on each and every one of them. At the same time, the
God,
effects
his
of
ult.
ashen roast are
People are gonna
compounded
go
for
wild with
enemies
that.
inflicted with
They
debuff.
are. They are.
In line with the current
Jesus.
highest number of stacks. Immediately after, a field appears, which lasts for a set number of turns.
Whew, all these hot pop visuals are making me hungry again. What does this field do exactly?
Enemies within the field sustain greater ultimate damage. And during their action, there is a chance they will be inflicted by a stack of ashen roast.
Oh, it would
They still
follow
haven't
that
explained what
if,
the ashen
for
roast does.
example, Acheron were on the team, you would be able to help her acquire ultimate charges more quickly.
Absolutely right.
Nice of you to invite the enemy to dinner.
So he doesn't
before
heal. He's
showing them
just
the
like
door.
a nihility
Last meal
character.
they'll ever experience.
Okay.
Wanna put
That was
pies?
not. I kind of
Order out
want it.
next time, fellas.
It would have been cool to have someone who was a
Well,
who
we've
was
got
like
to know new
half
friends
healer,
from
half
both
like
the
DOT.
Zhuming and the Yaoqing.
This guy's not even
Let's
DOT.
turn our gaze to
Yeah.
the version 2.
I thought it was gonna be burned,
better
but okay.
info. In version 2.4,
It's like Bird's not
first
much of
half
a
warp
thing.
event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited
Oh,
5-star
okay,
character
Hua Hua.
Yun Li, as well as the limited 5-star character Hua Hua.
Okay,
The limited
Yun
5-star
Li,
light
Hua
cones, Dance at
Hua.
Sunset, and Night of Fright
Okay.
will be boosted.
A cat is a human's best friend.
You certainly have a cat-like energy to you, Miss Yunli.
Let's move swiftly on to this version's second half warp event, which boosts limited 5-star characters Xiao Cho and Masked Fool Sparkle.
Okay,
In addition,
okay.
The drop rates for the limited
Cool.
5-star light cones, those many springs, and Earthly Escapade will
Question.
be boosted.
Why
Another
is
eye-opening
March's
moment
light
for
cone a
our
harmony
friend.
one?
Moments spent in the
Just
cool
curious.
shade of an old tree should be
I mean, it's
used
really,
for
really pretty, and I
admiring
really
the
want it.
surrounding
Except, like, I can't even
Couldn't
use it on
agree
her.
more. And almost forgot. The version 2.4 Warp Banner will feature a familiar face on the 4-star light cone. Poised to bloom.
She has the presence of a true swordmaster. Someone's been taking their training seriously.
Mm-hmm. Without further ado,
Who is training
let's take
her?
a closer look at the fruits of March 7th's
Seriously.
journey as a sword
Is she training with
master
Yanting and
apprentice.
Yunli? Girl can't even stand still. Okay, I feel like she's learning from Jiao. The way she keeps thinking about food. Boba. Yeah. It
On
feels very
returning to the
Jiao.
Slenjo, March 7th is brimming with excitement for the upcoming war dance and decides to learn swordplay from Masters Yun Li and Yan Xing.
Of course.
I still vividly remember instructing Yang Qing in the way of the sword. Now he's already passing on his knowledge to others.
You remember the
All
days
time flies.
Jingyo
March
taught
7th
you?
might be a rookie, but she's
It'd be fun
also
to
a
meet her
natural.
again.
Her master taught her the best in Juming swordplay. So, naturally, she's made quick progress.
Yan Qing is also March 7th's master. To deprive an inquiring mind of tuition is not in his nature.
Right you are, General.
I heard that March 7th was a bow and arrow user. Brave of her to take up the sword, and no doubt a challenge for her masters.
I'll say. Not to mention, Yun Li and Yan Xing's swordplay isn't exactly similar. Will March 7th end up with a weird mix of styles?
You're overthinking things. If you're dedicated to the sword, you just need to swing it.
Follow the sword and victory will follow.
Huh,
Well,
okay.
we did a lot of talking. Time to see March 7th swordplay in action.
March 7th, the Hunt's basic attack deals imaginary damage. When using her skill, March 7th selects a teammate as master and presents them with a special beverage to increase their speed.
What a good apprentice.
As a promising young student, March 7th has a keen understanding of her master's style. When her master launches an attack or ultimate, March 7th acquires charges. When charges reach a set
Does it
number
have
of
to be
stats,
Yunli,
she
or is it just
immediately
like
takes action again and obtains an enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack deals set hits of damage to a target enemy, with a chance of dealing further hits.
Just a chance?
She's a rookie, remember? Her moves might be a little rusty, but they can surprise you all the
okay.
same. Depending on her master's
don't think she's
path,
gonna be
her
very
specific
meta,
attacks
is she?
possess additional effects.
That's right.
I mean, she's a 4-star and she's free, so
Masters
like.
on the paths of destruction,
Yeah.
erudition,
I mean, we have to
or
look
the
at her
hunt
numbers, but
can
yeah.
cause specific attacks to deal additional damage. And masters on the paths of nihility, harmony, preservation, or abundance can raise the toughness reduction of specific attacks.
Putting learning into practice. Where do I find an apprentice?
Is Jiao
After
gonna be
using her
really
ultimate,
good with?
March 7th can deal damage
Acheron?
to a target enemy while improving her
Like,
next
it's just like
enhanced basic attack.
reducing
And
defense and
For
stuff,
those who
right?
were wondering what having March as an apprentice is like, there you have it.
March 7th is humble and learns from all her allies. During exploration,
I mean, obviously,
for every
like
time a teammate
really,
uses
the
their
two
technique,
good options
March
right
7th
here,
acquires a
right now, are
charge
just
at the
Silver
start
Wolf
of
and
the next
Pela.
battle.
So like, it'd be
When
good to have a
using
third
her own
option.
technique, she regenerates energy
Sorry.
at the start of the next battle.
It must be a great privilege to have an apprentice with such powers of perception.
Well, get this. Completing specific tasks in the version 2.4's Trailblaze Continuance will unlock March 7th the Hunt. Once unlocked, a path-switching option will appear in the character interface for this.
That's my apprentice.
She certainly does have the aura of a heroine.
Whew. I think we could all use a lie down. More exciting updates after the break.
Okay, second code here.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. It's time we took a look. Version 2.4's all new events. As the war dance approaches, guests and visitors from all corners are converging on the Lafu. But not all are harboring noble intentions. I'm sure all you remember
that
a
text
certain
box is
IPC
cute.
representative by the name of Scott.
Oh, the Alliance is very familiar with the conduct and deeds of the IPC.
Hardly surprising. Well, Scott is out to demonstrate that Cienjo swordplay is no match for IPC tech. Ooh, not only does he have a mech-related provocation in store, but also wants to assert his authority through battle.
For real? I think me and Old Metal owe this guy a beating. Or 10.
Hold your horses, Miss Yunli. As a matter of fact, your apprentice got a little impulsive and took up the challenge. She's due to face off against her opponent in just 15 days' time.
A familiar turn of events. Are we able to assist Miss March in this endeavor?
Of course! To help March defeat this IPC rotten egg, Trailblazers will take up the position of personal trainer. The goal? Develop
So
a
we're gonna be
15-day
training
crash
March.
course in
Okay,
swordplay.
that's fine.
15
I
days?
guess.
Crash course? Mr. Albert, have you heard the proverb, haste makes waste?
Have you heard the proverb when needs must? Between me and Yan Qing, we've got the sword skills to provide the best crash course in town. Still, balance training also requires rest, relaxation, and fun.
The fabled work-life balance. Sounds
Now,
like you
we
better
all
figure
wish
it
we
out,
had
Miss
that,
Yunli.
didn't we? Work-life
Results?
balance.
Yeah,
I do
money back.
not.
I have a feeling Miss March will have some fortuitous encounters and crucial assistance along the way.
Oh, I might just have to offer a helping hand myself.
The encounters and sword training experiences that March accumulates will dictate the nature of the story's conclusion. The end result will always be a solo confrontation with Scott, though the nature of the
Okay.
showdown will also vary accordingly.
Following the ending, Trailblazers can acquire Stellar
Oh, we'll get
Jade and
like idolons for her.
March 7th, the Hunt's
So like we
Idolon.
get to
With the
E6 her.
combined assistance of her friends,
Do we get to E6 her
surely
like
Miss March will prevail
for free?
over Scott.
Absolutely?
As long as a swordmaster is worthy of the sword in their hand, they have nothing to worry about.
Wise words indeed, Miss Yunli.
Oh.
Let's move on to another event. After leaving Penacony, I'm sure Trailblazers will remember with fondness their unpredictable old friends, the trash cans.
It would seem these old friends have appeared on the Cienjo.
Up here they have. And a medical intern from Penacony is on the lookout for an assistant. Their goal? To complete a series of shoots to uncover the secrets of the Mars.
Oh,
Wait.
how did they even end up? Oh no, there are bronze ones.
You better believe it. The intern in question is Randolph. And just like the Trailblazers, They're a trash can enthusiast.
If you spend enough time in the
God.
cosmos, there's
We
nobody
get
you
called a
won't
trash can.
encounter.
Okay, I mean, it's
Trash can
true.
enthusiasts?
I have the achievement
Comes
for
with the
getting all the ones at
During the
Bellabong.
event, Trailblazers must use the photography software provided by Randolph to take pictures of trash cans hidden among the crowds.
Different trash cans mean different points, with some trash cans even adopting special movements. Do your best to get them all on film to maximize your points and complete the stage objectives.
And a friendly reminder, trash cans may appear unexpectedly and without warning. Trailblazers wishing to catch them all will need their wits about them.
Now this event isn't
Okay,
confined to
so we'll get
ninja.
jump scared by him.
Your old friends have
True.
also
Oh my
appeared
god,
in
the
Bellabong.
wanted the
Rumor
Jafar
has it
wanted
that Bellabong
posters.
inhabitants
Okay,
have recently been attacked by a shadow of unknown origin. To resolve this case, our trash can friends need the strength of Trailblazers and Bellabongians alike.
And that's the end of the trash can related content for this version. Right?
Surely,
Doesn't be
right?
too soon.
Surely.
In the Trailblaze Friendship is Magic event, Trailblazers need to use
Friendship.
specific characters
Oh
to play the
god.
role of
Friendship is
magician
magic.
and summon a special
Okay.
trash can
I don't know
comrade.
why my
Let
YouTube
her
feed has been
pony
trying to get me
the
back into
violent
A
Into
trash
My Little
can
Pony.
summoning magician.
and like to be fair, I was a My Little Pony and Friendship is Magic fan like back in the
Does
day.
the sorcerer have any other
That was my
notable
childhood.
abilities?
Yeah.
Of course, the magician's skill and ultimate will acquire all new
When I say I was a fan, I
effects
mean like
with the
I
power
watched
to
through every
command
single episode of every
minicans during
season.
battle. The
And
minicans
like
attack
I
with
don't really
power
remember what
abilities
happened,
will
but
depend on which
you know.
character was used to summon them, adding further layers to the
What
combat
are these?
experience.
Are these
For
existing
example,
warning
the
posters,
skills
or
of certain
are
magicians
these
summon
new?
minicans
Oh,
on the
this is just out.
battlefield
Okay.
Up to a maximum of 5. The more minicans on the battlefield, the higher the attack, and the more energy
So we're
regenerated
just
for the
training
magician.
like a trash
Classic
can army.
Trash warfare.
Well, get this. Some
Trash
minicans
warfare.
can even
Okay.
enter an ultra gold state and receive extra buffs. And we've only scratched the surface. Trailblazers who wish to test the limits of magical trash can strength can do so in game.
Oh,
The
that's
event
Kayla.
will launch a new challenge stage
How
daily,
many more?
with
I want to
5
see more
stages
wanted
total,
posters.
and each stage
I
split
want to
into 2
collect them.
difficulties.
Like
After
we have
completing the
Style, like we have like the
initiation
Trailblaze crew,
challenge,
but then
Trailblazers
like
can
now
unlock
we
the
have
official
Kayla.
trial difficulty for an even
Okay.
harder test.
See you on the battlefield, friends.
I need another breather. Don't go anywhere, Trailblazers. More exciting updates after the following broadcast.
Breaking news. Your clue spot here. All of a sudden, come to find out, a mysterious pink blue trail has appeared on the streets. Rumors about special transcendence are spreading. What? I'm trying to read the news. I'm trying to read the news. Damn it. I'll post the codes. Yeah, we've got all of them now. Hello? My phone is not recognizing the text. What the hell? It's not that distorted. Come on. Come on.
Welcome back, y'all. As always, in version 2.4, we'll be seeing the return of 10 free warps in the Gift of Odyssey check-in event.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Some comforts are here to stay.
And of course, there's also the double events. Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty.
Remember
Okay.
to complete the simulated universe or divergent universe for
Oh my
double
god.
planar
Speaking of
ornaments.
Simulate Universe,
And we haven't even got to
my
discuss
standard
the
banner
system
is on like
optimization
78 pity
yet.
right
Start
now.
with those
And they wouldn't
practices.
give me a 5-star.
We're using the
And I really want one.
filter
Okay, it's not like I'm
relics
desperate for one.
already in
Like,
your
again,
possession.
I have no
Filter
idea what to
choices
get,
can
but
be
like,
saved
still.
for a faster
78
selection
pity.
process. Meanwhile,
Don't
in
push
the
me
relic
here again.
inventory, Trailblazers will find new quick
Genshin
lock
already
and
did.
quick discard functions. When choosing relics for a character, relics will be sorted according to the character's relic set prioritization, with the most suitable relics appearing first. There's also
yay,
a new
help the
feature
newbies. Okay.
for relic
I mean,
substat
that's kind of my job,
recommendations.
isn't it?
By using the recommended
I'll do my
relic
guide.
feature,
Actually, I
not
have
only
finished
can
editing one
Trailblazers
today,
view a character's
so I'll
most
post it
frequently
tonight.
used relic set, but also the recommended
I got
name
boarding
and
class.
subsidiary stats.
And finally,
Yeah.
when checking Simulated Universe Interface and Cavern of Corrosion in the Interastral Peace Guide, Trailblazers can see recommended characters for the relics in question.
Oh, speaking of which,
Now, to allow Trailblazers
have
to
you
come
seen,
into
like,
faster
I think it's,
contact
like-
with new versions,
is it
captivating
Hoyofair?
events, and time-limited rewards.
Oh, the art, it's
2.4
it's
has
the
added
art
an advanced
art
access
challenge
feature
thing.
for both Trailblaze Continuance and events.
So if a Trailblazer doesn't meet the prerequisite conditions for a given event, they can still experience the new version's events and missions?
You got it.
Gotta help the ones who
Trailblazers reach
refuse to do
level
the quest.
21. You'll see a Play Now icon appear on the event page for events with advanced access eligibility. Just select the icon to join the experience.
I mean, as long as you don't spoil
Now that's
anything.
an
I think that's
optimization.
okay.
Ready and waiting.
Ooh.
In the mission catalog, missions with early access will feature a special icon. Maps yet to be unlocked will get temporary map teleportation access, while also featuring a special icon. Trailblazers can freely switch between the displays for the normal map and the temporary maps unlocked as a result of advanced access event activation.
And what if Trailblazers achieve the normal event activation requirements during the course of early access?
Good question. In that case, the event will terminate the advanced activation state and the temporary map channel will close. However, game data will be retained and Trailblazers can continue participating in gameplay as normal through the event stream.
Which is when I get my hands on the limited time event rewards.
In other news, in the not too distant future, a new episode of Knowing the Universe will be upon us. We've invited celebrated novelist Yoshiki Tanaka
Oh my
to
God,
be
okay,
with us
after
on the
watching this-
program. Together,
After
we'll be
watching this,
exploring thoughts and
after special program,
imaginings on the
I'm gonna
subject
have to
of
go.
the boundless
I'm gonna
universe.
have to go watch Chun-Li's
A
trailer.
huge thank you to Mr.
I have
Tanaka
not
for
watched
his
it, and I heard it's
participation.
insane.
I can't wait to see
So
that
I'm gonna go
episode.
check it out. You know, I do
And
kind of like it,
finally,
not for that, but you know,
Intel on a
like
mysterious
she's cool. She's cool. What the heck
collaboration destined for launch
is this?
in 2025.
Oh.
What is that?
Bracing for impact.
For more info, stay tuned for
Huh?
official announcements, Trailblazers.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
That brings us to
Not
the
gonna
end
search it up.
of
I don't
the
really
version
care.
2.4 special program. Returning to the Cienjo, getting to know new Cienjo friends. You guys sure know how to get
How
an
about
old owl
enemies?
excited.
Will March
That's
be
fun.
able to perfect her sword play?
3 Xianzhou generals in the same place at the same time. Who knows what kind of stories will unfold?
Let us all bear witness to the future of the Xianzhou Luofu.
See you in the next one, Trailblazers.
Till next time.
See you next
then.
time.
Aw, okay. I like it one. I like the Genshin one more. They're like, I don't want to go. Yeah. Okay, that's fun. Okay, let me just switch my screen while we change to Chun-Li's trailer because I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. Okay. Okay, I've got it here. Seize the initiative. Okay.
Like Wei Qi, everything in the universe follows its own rules. Win with elegance, govern with care. Both demand one's utmost grace and tact. Do you still remember what I taught you?
Yes. To break a stalemate.
First envision the larger play, then adapt accordingly.
Oh, damn. Okay. I see what they're doing there.
Sometimes information can be bait to lure your enemies. Second, always act to seize the initiative.
good point. Yeah, I do
Turn
agree
their
with that.
schemes against them, and you can drive them into a corner.
I love how both Sanhua and Chanli's stories, like, they all revolve around Jinzi. I mean, she is the
City Hall
magistrate,
has
so yeah.
discovered our interference, just as the Lord Overseer foresaw. But to send a mere bureaucrat to the capital, it seems the little magistrate's luck has run out. It is only a matter of time before the
Oh my
throne
god,
descends.
her ponytail
Any
and giraffe
struggle
look.
is futile.
Okay, that is. That looks really weird, but okay, I love it.
Is that so?
Oh, okay, so this is what I saw some tweets about how like the 2D goes into 3D.
Third, crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Oh my god.
Perish
Okay,
in flame.
that art is so good. Okay, I have to download it. Soho makes such a cool wallpaper. Okay, I'm gonna have to start farming. I'm gonna have to start farming.
Who is the cage bird now? Be reduced to cinders. From defense to offense. Drink. Then, victory will be yours.
I will keep it in mind. Jinzhou finds itself in a complex web. What would you do, teacher?
You already know the answer, don't you? And as for the most critical move, it's already been made.
Okay, that is such a
Isn't
cool
that
demo.
right, Rover?
She's talking to us. Okay. Very true. I'm just gonna. Okay. That was fun. That was fun. I'm gonna be real. Watching that Changli demo was a lot more fun than watching Special Program. To be fair, we had already kind of seen most of the stuff from the leaks, which I'm gonna stop posting. Which I have stopped posting, but really, there is like not that much interesting stuff. You know, everything's to be expected. They didn't give away a lot of the plot for like the new like storyline on Xianzhou. Like they just keep saying like it's the competition thing, but I think there's gonna be a lot more than that, and we don't really know what's going on with the Shackling prison, which I'm just like what is going on with Xie Yi? Is like yeah, but yeah, pretty much. And if there's nothing more to say, then I'll just call it a day. Yeah, totally not an excuse for going to the toilet. But also, I don't know. Is it a thing that we're like boycotting Hoyoverse games now? I haven't heard anything about it. To be fair, I haven't been on social media a lot, so yeah, maybe that's my fault. You know, I don't use Twitter that much. I don't. Yeah. So, I mean, if we were to go through with this, I think just like don't spend for a while. Not that there's much worth to be spending on, I think. Yeah. Like realistically, like we're not in very exciting phases right now until like Notlin comes out. In which case, we'll see how it turns out. But I think Hoyoverse needs to address the issues with Notlin. Yeah, definitely true. Cause like I don't think they can get away with just not doing anything. In which case, yeah, like the thing will eventually die down, but like it's still a really bad mark. And you know, if Hoyo like is still like quiet for that long, I think like we're just eventually gonna pull like a first anniversary on them. In which case, this is not something they can fix with like a tentpole compensation. No, but also it's weird that like they gave us 1,700 for this Nervlitz thing. They could have just given us 200. I think they would have gotten away with it fine. But like a 10 pool plus 100 premium gems, like that's a lot. Like they're trying to be generous. Like I get it, but like it doesn't feel like Genshin all of a sudden. What I do think is the right step to take here is just to change the outline character skin colors. Really, that's the only good move here. Because like if they do anything else, or rather they don't do anything, which again, not doing anything is also an option. My teacher keeps saying that. Yeah, it's just gonna be a bad look. And yeah, I think boycotting is a good way to move against Genshin like this. Not that like revenues were gonna be high in 4.8 anyways, because I don't think anyone's particularly spending unless they really want to see a character. Yeah. Anyways, I think we're doing okay here. Not Genshin, not Genshin. Everything else is fine. But like again, diversity is something we do need to address. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm just gonna end stream here. Yeah. And do whatever I don't know what Albert says. Goodbye. For me, it's good night. Okay. Yeah.